Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Big Tricks Trivia Time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina, Untitled just for you. It's Big Tricks Trivia Time, and we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. I am Ollie with Baig Tricks Entertainment. We're going to be playing some Breaking Bad trivia this evening. We're going to get to the trivia here in just a few minutes. I want to give people time to join, and I want to go over a few announcements before we do. So first and foremost, thank you for being here. I will explain how the game works right before we start. But if you can see and you can hear me right now, you're already halfway there. You'll see and you'll hear me answering or asking the questions over the YouTube live video. But in order to play, in order to actually submit your own answers, you have to join the online platform. You see it rotating on the screen. You just go to online.baigatricks.com. And then in the code box, enter in Breaking Bad. Online.baigatricks.com. Enter in the code Breaking Bad. If you've been playing trivia with us over the last few weeks, this is still the same online trivia platform that you are used to. We've just given it a new name. We're doing it through the Baig Tricks website now. So online.baigatricks.com. Enter in the code Breaking Bad. That will get you into the online game. I saw a few of you asking in the comments saying this is your first time playing. Thank you so much for being here. I promise you it's not a complicated system. Once you're into the game, you're pretty much there. There's not much else to learn. The rest of it will feel very familiar if you've ever played a quiz game or if you've ever taken an online trivia test. So we'll get to that, the actual specifics of how it works in just a little bit. But in the meantime, like I said, I just want to go over a few things. First and foremost, thank you to everybody out there, whether this is your first time playing trivia with us or whether you've been here and this is your 40th time, which is insane to say, but we've done over almost 50 events now.
Really?
Yeah.
Time flies.
It does fly when you're having fun in lockdown. So thank you for being here. And again, whether this is your first time or you've been here, thank you for your support online. To those of you that have liked our posts, shared the post, commented, tagged your friend, or invited your friends to play, that really means a lot to us. That helps spread the word about what we're doing because we enjoy putting these events on, but we certainly have more fun when we get a lot of people to come have fun with us. These events are free to play, so we're not looking for more people just to make more money. We're looking to have more people so we know that we're just spreading as much fun as we can. We've said it since day one. As long as this lockdown is going on, Baig Tricks will be here delivering trivia directly into your house. And as I said, we're over 50 events now. So pretty fun, pretty exciting. We're excited to be doing Breaking Bad tonight because this theme tonight was chosen specially by our, I just forgot my words. Especially is a word, right? Yeah, my cadence. Especially by our donation drawing winner. So what that means is you can see the links down below. We do offer ways to support Baig Tricks online. If you do donate through any of those formats, you're entered into our weekly drawing. And each week, which will be tomorrow morning, each week we draw one individual. And if it's you that we choose out of the list, you get to choose one of the themed nights that we do in the upcoming week. So 2 weeks ago, our first winner, Olivia, had us do trivia over the Netflix show You. And then this week, our winner was Missy, and she asked us to do Breaking Bad trivia, which is why we are here. I hope Missy's out there. I imagine Missy's here. So thank you, Missy, for choosing this. We do appreciate you guys, everybody that's donated. And again, thank you to anybody that's donated for any reason. Since the beginning of this, every donation goes a really long way in helping Baig Tricks survive through all of this and put on new and exciting events for you guys. We're offering events in many formats now. We can do these online via YouTube. We offer Zoom events, specifically if you're interested in a private event. We now offer those. You can just have a happy hour with your family and your friends digitally, virtually, and we can host trivia during that. We are also doing fundraisers. Tomorrow's our first online fundraiser for the West Suburban Humane Society. And again, I could go on for hours talking about what we will be doing and what we're excited to do, but it's all because of you guys. We're doing it for you, and now we're doing it because of you. You've allowed us to do this with those donations. So if you feel so inclined, we do appreciate any and all donations. You have 3 options below, Venmo or PayPal or Zelle, also known as QuickPay. Those are all down there. If you donate before the end of tonight, you'll be entered into the raffle drawing for next week, and you could be the individual who gets to choose one of our theme nights. So that means we'll do whatever trivia you want, a book, a TV show, a movie, any crazy stuff. Gina's raising her eyebrows like she has some fun ideas.
No, it's just I like all the themes. So far, I think it's exciting.
Yeah, we've had great suggestions, and we will, as long as this goes on, eventually get to all of these requests. But the one way you can make sure that your request jumps to the top of the pile is if you win that drawing. So thank you to everybody that's donated. We'll be doing that drawing tomorrow morning, and we'll contact the winner. They get to choose one for next week. But we do already know a few of the events that we'll be doing. As I mentioned, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. is our first online fundraiser for the West Suburban Humane Society. But before that, at 3 p.m., a highly requested one, we're doing Brady Bunch trivia. Saturday at 3 Central. All of these times are Central Time. 3 o'clock tomorrow, we're doing Brady Bunch trivia. That whenever we do weekend events in the afternoon, it's always completely family friendly. We keep it clean, we keep it fun. So something like the Brady Bunch, you can watch a few episodes with your kids, your mom, your grandma, your dad, whoever. Sit down, watch it as a family, and then join us for trivia. At 3 o'clock tomorrow, we'll be doing that. And then again, West Suburban Humane Society at 6. We're back on Monday with Harry Potter trivia. 7 p.m. via this format. And that one is sponsored by the Thomas Ford Memorial Library out of Western Springs. Because I didn't say your name, Siri. Because of them, we'll have prizes for the top 3 individuals. So thank you to the Thomas Ford Memorial Library for sponsoring that. We'll have Harry Potter on Monday. And then we will have our full schedule released here probably Saturday. I'll put that out online. One event every day is sponsored by Elmhurst Brewing Company. This event, we don't have a prize for first place, but we do have a giveaway that I'll tell you about. But we do also have general knowledge trivia tonight at 9 o'clock. So just about an hour after this ends, don't go anywhere, come back, because number one, general knowledge trivia is always a whole bunch of fun. And this is our late night edition we do sometimes at 9 o'clock, especially on a Friday night. Put the kids down to bed, join us, pour a drink, have some fun, play some trivia. And more importantly, tonight we have not one, but 2 prizes up for grabs. First place wins a $25 gift card courtesy of Elmhurst Brewing Company. And let me stress, they are sponsoring one event every single day. So they are in this with us, and they said, listen, we want to sponsor these. Whoever wins first place, one event every day, gets a $25 gift card to Elmhurst Brewing Company. So that is going to be happening tonight at 9. But also, in addition, at the end of tonight's general knowledge trivia, we'll have a bonus mini round of agricultural-related trivia, and that is because it is sponsored by another good friend of ours, the DuPage County Farm Bureau. So when we do our events out in the bars and the restaurants, they sponsor events a couple times a year to the tune of they come out, they bring 5 or 6 agricultural-related questions. We ask them to everybody, and whoever answers the most correctly, there's a tiebreaker as well, wins a $50 Amazon gift card. So we have $75 up for grabs tonight between Elmhurst Brewing Company and an Amazon gift card courtesy of the DuPage County Farm Bureau. So please do not miss that event. I like the late night ones. It's a little more relaxed. We still have great questions. It's a lot of fun. And we have a lot of prizes up for grabs tonight. So do join us again after Breaking Bad tonight at 9. And like I said, we'll put out the full schedule for next week here, probably tomorrow, Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. Invite your friends. We're still on a mission to get participants from all 50 of the United States. We checked Hawaii off the list this week, which I'm very excited about. And those individuals have returned quite a few times to play, so thank you. We've had people playing regularly from Canada, our good friends up there. We've had people from Scotland, from England, from Ireland we had a couple times, Pakistan, New Zealand, Australia, playing trivia online. So somebody said it well the other day. An individual named Ben said it's crazy that being forced to be apart, we can still feel so together doing this. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for giving me something to do like this for you guys. So we're going to get started at 7:10. If you have not yet, make sure that you've joined. I'll flash it on the screen one more time. online.baigatrix.com/BreakingBad or online.baigatrix.com and then enter the code BreakingBad. I have my Breaking Bad themed drink tonight. I'm actually going to put that back up. Gina made this for me. A nice, interesting color. It's hard to see because there's a green screen here.
You can see it.
But it's a beautiful, nice light blue. So cheers. Thank you all for being here. If this is your first time playing trivia, once you've joined, you should see a screen that looks a little like this. I'm going to put it up for you to see. I usually say this, and I apologize, I have not yet. If you're wondering how to do this, if this is your very first time playing trivia in this format, my recommendation is to leave this YouTube video up on your computer and then join the online game from your phone. It's not necessary. You could do both from your computer, but you can't do both from your phone. So you need to have the YouTube video up on your TV or on your computer and then join the game. If you're joining from your phone, it should look like this. Bag of Tricks Breaking Bad Trivia. It says it will begin shortly. It will start once I click the start button. Until that time, you're going to see our fun little Cue the Cat up there. Once I click the start button, we're going to dive into the first question. And how this works, there are 30 questions total. Overall, they start out pretty easy, and they get pretty tough by the end of the event. The first 15 questions are multiple choice. The second 15 questions are open-ended. You have to submit your own answer. So the format will change about halfway through, and I'll explain that. But all you need to know right now for multiple choice questions is 3 things. Number 1, there is a timer. You have 20 seconds from the time I start the timer to submit your answer. All you have to do to submit your answer is click the button. It's either A, B, C, or D. One of them is always correct. 3 of them are always wrong. If you click the correct one, you earn points for answering correctly. The second thing you need to know is the sooner you click that button, the more points you will earn. So these start out at a maximum of 250 points, and that goes down as the timer gets closer to 0. So for the multiple choice questions, it pays to answer quickly. But number 3, you need to be careful because once you submit an answer, you cannot take it back. Multiple choice, if you click B, your answer is B, even if you realize, oh, shoot, I meant D. That's too bad. You're not going to get any points. So you want to find that nice balance of clicking it quickly but making sure you have the correct answer. Like I said, it starts out pretty easy. It gets pretty tough. But that's it. We'll look at the rankings throughout the game. That's what's nice about our online trivia platform. It keeps all the scores automatically. It shows us exactly where everyone's at. We have exactly 69 people on here right now, so thank you for being here. Once I click start, you're going to see the first question pop up, but you won't be able to answer until I start the timer, and then you have 20 seconds to get your answer in. Here we go, guys. Before we do, cheers. Once again, it's a delicious drink. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get it started with question number 1. What kind of cancer? This kicked off the whole thing. What kind of cancer did Walt have? What kind of cancer did Walt have? Was it brain, lung, stomach, or prostate? Will you check that? Brain, lung, stomach, or prostate? Cool, thanks. Hey, Missy, glad you're here. Beth, okay. All right, Beth is in. Good, good, good. Ben Sasser, thank you for laughing. I always try to keep a straight face, but I am childish. All right, so here's some cool things with this platform. We can see what you guys thought. You did pretty well overall to this very intricate part of the story. 88% of you correctly said lung cancer. He had lung cancer, so kicked it off. He wasn't even a smoker. Lung cancer. So there you go. If you were still wondering how this works, now you know. 4 answer possibilities, only one of them's correct. You want to click it as quickly as you can. Moving on, question number 2. What was the color of Walter White's famous meth, or Heisenberg, if you will? What was the color, his signature color of his famous meth? Was it blue, white, crystal clear, or pink? Sip on my drink during this question. I forgot to make my social glass. Let's see what you guys thought. Yes! Yes! An official social. All 56 of you, 100% of the people playing correctly said blue. I knew you guys would get it, but I still tried to hold my tongue earlier when I said that we made this nice blue drink in honor of Walter White, Heisenberg.
It was a little, yeah, it was a little weird.
Yeah, I didn't want to give it away, but I figured I wouldn't be giving anything away, and you proved me right. You guys didn't need help, 100% of you. Congrats, cheers, completely optional, but anytime so many of you get the answer correct, we like to celebrate with a social or a sociable or a, we learned how to say that in Hawaii. We wrote it down somewhere, but I don't remember.
I will tell you.
Cheers. All right. Question 3.
Cola Maluna.
A Cola Maluna. Beautiful. I'll remember it.
Karen's back and she built us.
Oh, thank you. Question number 3. What kind of company do Walt and Jesse use in order to cook meth in people's homes? They disguise themselves as what kind of company in order to cook in people's homes? Was it electrical, pest control, plumbing, or roofing? Thank you, Jessica, for the donation. We appreciate it. You're in the drawing now. Got one, I think, Gina, another Gina. Thank you for the donation. Oh, yeah, you're done. I did. Thank you. Here's another social. 96 of you. Congrats. Pest control is correct. I told you, these start out pretty simple, but the questions get tougher. Don't you worry. Cheers. We will look at the rankings for the first time after question 5, so let's move on. What country was Gus Fring originally from? Gus was originally from which country? Was it Puerto Rico, Spain, Chile, or Argentina? Quick look at the taco cam. Oh, taco. In case you were wondering, he's getting bundled right now.
He likes one.
He does. All right, let's see what you thought. Question number 4. I think you guys would do well here. Yeah. Some of you thought Puerto Rico. A few of you said Argentina, but most of you correctly said Chile. Chile, good job. Question number 5 coming up, and then we will see the standings as they are after the first 5 questions. Number 5, which of the following characters is a kleptomaniac? Which of the following characters is a kleptomaniac? Is it Saul, Skyler, Jesse, or Marie? Okole Maluna, thank you. My baby blue, love that ending. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's see what you thought. A lot of you said Marie. A few of you said Skyler. Nobody said Saul. One person said Jesse. Correct answer was Marie. Marie. She got Skyler in a lot of trouble when Skyler tried to return a present that Marie had stolen. But Marie is the kleptomaniac. She stole many things throughout the run of the show. So as promised, we're going to look at the rankings. If this is your first time, a few things to note. Only the top 3 individuals will stay on the screen. Everybody else is going to rotate through. So make sure if you don't see your name in the top 3, keep an eye out. Since this is the first time, I'll let it rotate through twice, so you have time to see yourself and where you're at. Here we go. Currently in first, second, and third, we have Jeff in first, Greg and Nicole in second, and Ben Sasser in third. A lot of familiar names here. I see the Spicy Meatballs in 14th. I saw Desiree and Justin in there, and I'm glad you're here because I saw you posted on Facebook that you had to skip another trivia night to finish your rewatch of Breaking Bad, so I'm glad it was worth it. I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm assuming you made it through. Maybe you didn't. But thank you for being here. Thanks for being such big fans of Begatrix to everybody. So it's gone through once. We're going to go through twice. I see Bob M. up there. Team Cream, say my name. Walt Jr.'s Breakfast. Alan Buford III, there's a familiar name. A big old Gina in there. Thank you, Gina. Skyler's a bitch. Yep, no holding back there. Walt's Tidy Whities. Iconic. Los Pollos Hermanos. The Gardeners. Thank you for being here again. I see Tomcat. So many familiar names, guys. I love that. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us so often. Here we go. We're moving on now. Question number 6. We'll do the standings again after question 10. Who helped Jesse cover up the death after Jane's overdose? So when Jane overdosed, not who helped her die, so don't get confused, not who helped her die, but who helped Jesse cover up the death afterwards? Who came in to help him clean up? Was it Mike, Hank, Gus, or Walt?
It's still on top of the screen.
I just switched it. Thank you. What were we just watching? Oh, duh. ER. We were watching, and the correct answer here was a guest star. Not a guest star at the time. He wasn't a big actor, but he was on there. The correct answer here, many of you not fooled, Mike Ehrman Trout. And we just finished our watch of ER, all 15 seasons. Many of you know that. Mike had a big role. He was the main character in one episode. Played a former executioner in a jail. All right, question 7. One of my favorite gifts. What was Jesse's street nickname? So as a cook, what was Jesse's street nickname before he started working with Walt? When he was cooking on his own, what did he go by? Was it Smokey, Cap'n Cook, Dr. Feelgood, or just Doc?
Ooh, here's an interesting fact. Missy just said, if it wasn't for Bob Odenkirk being on How I Met Your Mother, the character of Mike wouldn't have been created.
Really? I will look into that. That sounds interesting to me.
The interesting facts people bring to the table. Thank you for
we love
sharing.
when you guys share that info. Let's see. And I would expect Missy would know these things since she requested Breaking Bad. What was Jesse's street nickname? Captain Cook is correct. Captain Cook. Good job. You guys weren't fooled. 50 of you out there. Got it? Thank you to 8 of you being here on a Friday night playing Breaking Bad trivia. Again, thank you for being here. Moving on. Question number 8. Speaking of, when Jesse was cooking before he started cooking with Walter, what was Jesse's secret ingredient? What did Jesse always add to his signature meth? What was the secret ingredient? Was it chili powder, laxatives, vanilla, or cinnamon? Delicious. I have to eat some food before general knowledge trivia. Otherwise, it's going to be an interesting event.
Gosh, I don't want
this
to
is
deal with it.
this is not a weak drink.
It's strong. They never
Oh,
are.
speaking of drinks, good job. That's a social. 93% of you, 53 people knew that it was chili powder. Cooking is art, and the shit I cook is the bomb. Cheers! Congrats. Question number 9. Which of these companies did Skyler formerly and then again work for? Which of these companies did Skyler formerly work for and then throughout the run of the show worked for again? Was it Gray Matters, Albuquerque Retirement Homes, Times Industries, or Beneke Fabricators? Ooh. Desiree, I saw you post about that City Water mixed berry flavor.
That's a cute name.
Yeah, they did a really good job. I've heard nothing but great things. I know they have a bunch of different flavors, and some are loved more than others, but if we were closer, I'd jump over there and get some. I guess, what are we doing? We could drive.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, you have time, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm sure, what's that liquor store? Joe's? They might have it.
Oh, Joe's Beverage or Kenwood Liquors? They probably have it. The correct answer, as almost all of you knew, is Beneke Fabricators. Beneke Fabricators with an untimely end for its owner. Here we go. One more question, then we'll look at the standings. My favorite picture tonight, I think. What is the name of the person? Who does Todd execute in front of Jesse? Who does he do to prove a point? He kills which of these people
Pew, pew.
in front of Jesse? It is not this picture. Don't let the picture fool you. This is not when it happened. Who does Todd execute in front of Jesse? Was it Jane, Brock, Andrea, or Gus? Baby Bunny's gone. We sit at our dining room table. Again, this is not a professional studio. My green screen is just poster board on the wall behind me. So we sit at our dining room table. There's a bay window here, and we discovered today that we saw a baby digging a rabbit digging a burrow, and then today we finally saw the babies. They are out, just one baby out and about in our backyard.
Super adorable.
Yeah, looking as cute as ever.
Could watch that all night.
Okay, this one not a clear cut, but still the majority. A lot of you thought Brock, but more of you thought Andrea or Andrea. The correct answer was Andrea. He knocked on the door. She came out on the stairs while Jesse's in the car screaming and made his point. This jackass. All right, you guys We're 10 questions in. Let's look at the standings again. Greg and Nicole in first. Jake in second. Adam in third. Ben Sasser still up there in fourth. Say My Name in fifth. I'm going to let this go through. We'll just go through once this time because we've seen them. We know how this works. Thank you for joining the loyalty program. Somebody just did. If you're already in, make sure that you submit your number with the other link. Gatorade in the ditch.
Oh, that says House Taco. Yeah, let's throw him
Oh,
up
I
there.
usually pull that up when we're doing the scores. I forgot. Yeah, he's still sleeping. Oh, yeah.
He cozied in.
Gina brought his blanket
He
up.
loves that blanket.
He does. He loves any blanket, but especially that blanket. All right. Question number 11. This one takes a second to load, so we'll do the question 11 drink time. Cheers. This is how we pass the time while the computer loads. All right. Question number 11. Flynn, or Walt Jr., goes to which of these high schools? What is the name of the high school that Flynn, or Walt Jr., attends? San Marino High School, Conestoga High School, New Trier Township High School, or J.P. Wynn High School? All right. Ooh. This one I thought might be pretty tough. You guys overall, some of you that thought San Marino High School. A lot of you said J.P. Wynn High School, and a lot of you were correct. 29 of you knew the correct answer. This one pretty tough, but like I said, these questions will start to go up. There's still some easy ones in, so that you can still feel good about it as we go through. But definitely going to amp it up a little bit as we move on. Question number 12. Walt. In the beginning of the show, we see him celebrating a birthday, and then a lot of individuals' favorite episode right here. Walt died on what birthday? How old was he? How old did he turn the day that he died? Was it his 50th, his 55th, his 58th, or his 52nd? I don't have to have one of these for general knowledge, but I think I will.
Yeah, you like it?
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. A few of you said his 50th. A few of you said his 55th. Half of you exactly said his 52nd, which was correct. His 52nd birthday. The show started with his 50th, so the whole span of it happens there in just about 2 years. Or not just about, happens in 2 years. So congrats, good job. All right, 3 questions left. Then we'll get the standings, and then the format actually changes, so I'll explain that before we move on after question 15. Question 13. I love this guy. It's just a first name. What is the name of the old man that owns the junkyard? What is the name of the old man who owns the junkyard? You can see his picture here. Let's see if it helps you. Is it John, Mike, Jamie, or Joe? This scene they're talking about, they end up talking about Prince Albert piercings. You want to make sure you take that out before we turn on this magnet. Otherwise, it's coming out on its own. 79% of you knew it. Joe, I thought this one might be tough, but who could forget Joe? Good job. Congrats. 2 more multiple choice questions. Let's go. 14. What was the name of the plant that we discovered poisoned Brock? Which plant was used to poison Brock? Was it snowdrop, daffodil, hemlock, or lily of the valley? Totes Mr. Heckles. That was Mr. Heckles.
It looked
Yeah.
like him.
Mr. Heckles was on an episode of ER too.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Heckles. Died with a broom in his hand.
He came back for Breaking Bad.
Yeah. All right, everybody's in. I thought you guys would do well here, and you proved me right. Good job, Lily of the Valley. We saw it, that slow motion zoom in Walt's backyard. We discover that crazy shit that Walt was doing, like safely, according to him, poisoning a young boy. But he's still, everybody loves Walt. He's a cool guy, right? All right, question 15. Final question of our multiple choice round. Which of these states does Walt go into hiding after Hank and Steven are killed? Which state does Walt go to into hiding after Hank and Steven are killed? New Hampshire, Alaska, Vermont, or Nebraska? We should do another Friends trivia night. Would you guys do a Friends trivia night? I imagine I know the answer. We've only done one since the lockdown. Mm-hmm. And we usually do so much Friends trivia in the bars. So I'm missing it personally. Let us know. Do Friends. Yes, you would do Friends. All right. Just for you, Ben and Beth, we'll do it. All right. Let's see what you thought. Okay, this is the first one that didn't have a runaway answer. A lot of you did say New Hampshire. A lot of you said Vermont. A few of you said Alaska. Most of you remembered, plus with my picture hint here, you figured it was a cold state. And he was there in the dead of winter. It was New Hampshire. Good job, 21 of you. We're going to look at the standings. I'm going to let this go through a couple times, and while it's going, I'll explain how the next round works. But first, let's celebrate first, second, and third place. Say my name now up to first. Missy D representing in second, and Greg and Nicole in third. I'll let that go through. See what Taco's up to. Oh,
Same as before.
Just a sleepy baby. Go. I see some familiar names. So if this is your first time playing trivia, after this goes through, I'm going to show you guys exactly how the next round's going to work. There are a couple of major differences when we move into the next 15 questions. So we are officially halfway through. The next 15 questions, though, I've already mentioned once, are no longer multiple choice. They're no longer multiple choice. So just based on that fact alone, they're already difficult, more difficult than the first 15 because you no longer have a 25% chance of guessing the correct answer. You actually have to type in your answer and submit it on your own before the timer runs out. Because of that, I've changed a few things. Number one, I've increased your timer from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. So I'm going to give you some extra time since you have to type, whether that's on your phone or your computer. But you still have to submit your answer before the timer hits 0. If it hits 0 and you haven't submitted, you're not going to get any points. You're definitely going to have a 0 for that one. Secondly, do your best. Take your time because you don't lose points the longer it takes you to answer. Unlike the multiple choice round, I've turned that off. So if you answer in 2 seconds or if it takes you 20 seconds, as long as you're correct, you earn the same amount of points. And I'm making a big point out of this because I want you to do your best to spell the answers correctly. If you spell your answer correct, the computer grades it for me and you automatically get points. If you misspell it, then I have to manually assign you points, which, not a huge deal, but here's my disclaimer. I say it every time. If you misspell something and I don't catch it and I don't assign you points, I'm sorry. We're doing the best we can with this online platform, but that is the one hang up, is that if you misspell it, then I have to catch it, and if I miss it, that's 2 people that have missed it, and there's nothing else we can do from that point. So I do my best to make sure, take my time and check, but the best thing you can do to make sure you always get points is spell the answer correctly. For most of these, I don't think it'd be too tough for spelling, but I always like to say don't let autocorrect duck you up, right? Take your time, check out what you're submitting on your phone or your computer before you hit submit. So here we go. After this first question starts, you won't actually be able to type until I start the timer, and then you have 30 seconds, so plenty of time. Here we go. Let's cheers first. All right, question number 16, the first of our open-ended questions. Just looking for a first name, obviously. What is the name of Walt's daughter? You see her pictured here. What is the name of Walt's daughter? You have 30 seconds. Type that answer in. Beth, you're welcome. Extra time just for you. Best team name, Jesus Christ, Marie, they're minerals! Yes. Pump for friends. Yes, lots of friends. Okay, good. Jesus Christ, Marie, they're minerals. You got some new rocks today, Hank. Oh, what a show. I just rewatched this right before lockdown started. Just rewatched it. And Better Call Saul I just caught up on too. Except not the new season. Just everything that's on Netflix. So let's see what you guys thought. I'm going to throw them up on the screen. A lot of you said Holly, Jane, Brenda, Penny, Lily, Annie, I don't know, Chloe. I see one misspelled down at the bottom. I'm going to mark correct. No tacos this time. People are taking this seriously. You said his name and he popped up. No tacos? No tacos? And then back down. That's like me when somebody says tacos. Tacos? Tacos?
And then when there aren't any,
right back to sleep. Holly is the correct answer. Holly, the name of Walt and Skyler's daughter. Congrats, 29 of you. Just over half of you got that correct. So that's how this works. You have 30 seconds to type the answer and hit submit before it hits 0. Question number 17. Looking for a specific substance, a specific answer here. What substance is Lydia always asking for her tea that eventually ends up being linked to her likely death in the final episode of the series? What is she always adding to her tea? I'm looking for a specific answer. Walt talks about it. You have 30 seconds. Oh, Vince. I mean, we were just talking about Vince's son today. All right, I see one slightly misspelled. Let me mark that correct. Another one slightly misspelled. All right, as long as you wrote the answer I was looking for, even if you spelled it wrong, or added some extra words, you got points for stevia. It was stevia, not Splenda. She always specifically wanted stevia. Walt knew that and made the fake stevia packet for the poison that he gave her.
That's a question?
Maybe. Moving on. Question 18. Speaking of kids, this is adorable. What was Mike's granddaughter's name? You can see her here playing Hungry Hungry Hippos. What was Mike's granddaughter's name?
How many seasons was this show?
5. And now Better Call Saul's on 5, I think. I think there's 4 on Netflix. And the 5th is out, I think. Could be wrong. Let me know. I like it because Better Call Saul's getting to the point where it's going to intertwine.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. At least from where I was at. I just finished the season that's on Netflix. It was just added. All right. Let's see what you guys thought. Okay. Yep. Just marking a few of these. All right. Answers on the screen. We had some Chloe's, some Lily, Penelope. That's one of our cats. Ellie. But the correct answer was Kaylee. Kaylee Ehrmantraut. He says it a few times. And then they say it quite a few times when the police are hounding him. They found the bank account in Kaylee Ehrmantraut's name. So we heard it quite a bit there. Kaylee, correct answer. Question 19. Gale, the best character on the show. I don't know, maybe not, but I love him. Gale gifts Walt a book of poetry by which famous poet? Which poet did Gale give a book of to Walter? Oh, that's what's up.
Okay, Gus.
No, you know that's right. Just realized we were sitting in silence.
Did Ben get points for he spelled Kaylee, just forgot the last E?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If you put Kaylee in any sense of Kaylee, the only thing I didn't take that might have been a misspelling, but it's another name. I didn't take Kylie because that's a totally different name. But I took any spelling of Kaylee. All right, let me put this over here. Click that. All right, cool. Okay, here's some other ones. So again, if this is your first time playing, you can see in action right now. There's a bunch of answers on the screen that look the same. The correct answer, I'll just tell you, is Walt Whitman. Many of you knew this, but you can see the different ways that everyone spelled Walt Whitman. So when I click on my end and I mark it correct, you'll see it disappear from the screen. So even if on your phone it says that you got it wrong, you can see, I'm proving it to you right now, when I click it, it marks it as correct and it adds it into the group. Book of Poetry by which famous poet?
I've never seen this show, but that would have been my guess.
Yeah, right. So 68% of you, 36 people got that correct. Good job. One more question, then we'll look at the standings again. Question 20. I'm looking for a website. I need you to type in a website. What is the name of the website that Walt Jr. sets up for donations? I don't need the www. Don't type www. Just give me the website. What is the name of the website that Walt Jr. sets up for donations for his dad? You should have 30 seconds if I start the timer, which I did now. Made it worse. All right. A lot of you knew this. One of you gave me the wwws. We had Change for Cancer, Do It for Walt, GoFundMe, Help Walt, More Toys for Taco.com. Don't tell him. Helpforwalt.com. The correct answer here was SaveWalterWhite.com. I want to say, let me look. Yeah, it's up. It's still up, too. I'll show you, because I can. Save Walter White. This is the website. They bought it, obviously, and this is the website that Walt Jr. Flynn created. I love little Easter eggs like this. This is the same site that they had on the show. So if you feel like going through and perusing, what a wonderful dad I have, but he is in trouble.
That's crazy.
It's lung cancer. He needs an operation.
Oh my
now.
God. That's funny.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Good job. Let's look at the rankings. See if anything's changed. Say my name in first. Missy D still in second. Corey now in third. Maggie fourth. Bob M fifth. We'll let this go through. Not a lot of action on the taco cam. Right, Taco? Yeah, no, he doesn't care. If you answered something correct and it says on your phone that you didn't, that's because your phone won't update. If I mark it correct, your phone's still going to say you got it wrong. But as long as you wrote SaveWalterWhite.com, you got points. Or SaveWalterWhite. You didn't even need the .com. As long as you wrote that, you got points. Don't you worry. All right, here we go. Question 21. There's only 10 questions left. This is another question. Every 10 questions, the computer has to take a deep breath and load. So that's a good opportunity to take a cheers. Cheers, guys. All right, question 21. What type of poison, you can see it pictured here, does Walt give to Jesse for him to kill Gus? It's not how it goes down, but there was a plan. What type of poison, what was the name of the poison that Walt gave to Jesse to kill Gus? Oh, hello. And back to sleep. All right, time's almost up. A lot of guesses, a lot of guesses, a lot of guesses. A lot of different spellings, so give me 1 sec. I'll throw them up. You can see what I'm doing. So some of you said ricin, niacin, anthrax, lily of the valley. I know, I almost said it earlier. It's ricin. Ricin is the correct answer. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Ricin, the correct. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the same vial of ricin that this is what I almost gave away earlier. He takes the ricin, that vial of it, and uses it in the fake stevia packet. That's what he uses to kill her.
Brilliant.
Later on, yeah. Creepy and brilliant. This guy. All right, question 22. What was the name of the meth dealer? You can see him on the screen who once beat up Jesse with a bag of money. That's the name of the meth dealer. It's just one word. Just one word is all I'm looking for. It's common name. What was the name of the meth dealer who once beat up Jesse with a bag of money? I don't know. Fix. It's all gone.
Oh my gosh. Would you like another?
Not right now. Thank you. Oh, this is the first answer that those of you that, even if you jokingly put it, it could have been a misspelling, so I'm going to have to err on the side of caution. The correct answer is Tuco, and taco is very close to that. So that very easily could have been a misspelling. If you wrote taco, even as a joke, surprise, surprise, you got it. I think this is a misspelling down here. Tico should have been Tuco. It wasn't Frank. It wasn't Nacho. Big boy Joe. Good job. Tuco. All right. 22. We have 8 questions left. 23. I'm looking for a number, an amount of money. You can only type numbers. It won't let you type words here. How much money did Walt receive as a buyout for gray matter from Gretchen and Elliot? So going way back, this is what he was mad about for so long. He sold all of his shares in gray matter for how much? Way back in the day. What's the dollar amount? How much did he sell his shares in gray matter? How many dollars? Tommy? Yeah, damn Apple autocorrect. That's right. Let's see who knew. A lot of different guesses. Walt says it was a lot of money back then. Seemed like a lot, but in the end, not the billions that it could have been. $5,000. $5,000 for what turned out to be shares worth billions if he had kept them. It was a good job. Almost half of you knew that. Question 24. What is the name of the individual? I just need the first name. I chose the least graphic gif of this scene I could find. What is the name of the individual that Gus kills in the super lab with a box cutter? Happens right after this. What was the name of that individual? Just a first name. Who did Gus kill in the lab with a box cutter? Oh, hello.
That sound. She's very happy.
Okay, bye. Your hair all over me. Alright, let's see. A lot of you knew this. 19 of you said Victor, Gale, Taco, Mike, Paul, Jose, Hector, Jamie, Juan, Julio, the quiet guy. The quiet guy, yes, that is a good description. Gale was shot by Jesse. The correct answer here is Victor. Victor thought he was proving a point, and then Gus proved his own point. Victor, the correct answer. We got one more question, then we'll look at the standings for the final time before we do our final standings at the end. Question 25. You can see him here. I just want a first name. What is the name of Jesse's little brother? Just looking for the first name. What is the name of Jesse's little brother? All right. Just about in. All right. Name was not Ali. His name was not John Dinky the Body Ventura. These are my sons, Jesse and the Body Ventura.
I like that.
That's good. The correct answer was Jake. Jake. You got points if you put Jacob. That's fine. But Jake is how I had it typed, so that's what shows up. Jacob got points too, though. Good job. Here we go. Final standings before the last run of 5 questions. We'll see if anything's changed. Missy D up in first. Corey in second. Maggie in third.
Nice.
I see D and J Battaglia there in fourth. Jesus Christ, Marie. They're Minerals in 13th. Ben Sasser there in 15th. The Munster Slayers in 23rd. Skyler's a bitch in 27th. I'll let this go through. We're just going to go through once so we can zoom on to these next 5 questions. Gatorade me bitch still there.
Spicy meatball.
Yeah, the spicy meatballs. Turd Ferguson hanging out. All right, here we go. Final 5 questions. I think pretty tough overall, but maybe we slipped in an easy one here. Question number 26. I'm looking for a phrase. It's 2 words overall. What was written on the tortoise that Tortuga's severed head was placed on? I missed a word here. What was written on the tortoise that Tortuga's severed head was placed on? It's this scene. Just a couple seconds later, you see the side of the turtle. What phrase, 2 words, was written on the side of the tortoise? And then it blew up not long after that. I never thought about that. That's really sad for the tortoise. I don't think that bothers him as much as when he blew up a couple minutes later. I know. Nothing about it's good. Don't forget, even if you're not winning right now, don't leave if you entered the raffle. Do you have the giveaway sheet up? Cool. We have this. I don't even think I've shown it on the camera. Heisenberg pint glass. Made it earlier today. Somebody's going to win this. Drink your blue drinks in style or whatever you want. All right, let's see what you guys thought. I'm going to be pretty specific on this, especially because quite a few of you knew it. The correct answer here was Hola DEA. Hola DEA. I know before you yell in the comments, I know that hola means hello, but I asked what was written, and that's what was written. It wouldn't be fair to the people who gave me the correct answer to accept something different. So, good job. 18 of you still got it. All right, question 27. What was the name? I'm looking for first and last. I know it's tough. This is end of the night. What is the name, first and last, of the child that Todd killed in the desert? It happened right after this little scene that you're looking at. What was the name, first and last, of the child that Todd killed in the desert? His name comes up quite a bit because they talk about him as a missing child on the news in the show. Were you just making faces about the AMC? Oh, that's good. I mean, yeah, that's good. I'm sad too. But it's the smart. I'm sad too. All right. Marking a few of these. I like the guesses. Let's see. Many taco guesses here. We have Corey Patterson, a Willy Wonka, Jason Green, Todd Flanders, Amber Alert, Lizzie Borden, Taco McTacoson, Taco Baig, Ali Baig, Tony Montana, Tarantula Boy. Yeah, good description, but his name was Drew Sharp. Drew Sharp. Even if you added an E there, Drew Sharp. Correct answer. Again, I said these would get a little tougher, and they are. So congrats to those of you Still answering correct. You're doing very well. We have 3 questions left, including this one. What was Skyler's maiden name? You don't have to type Skyler. We know Skyler was her name. What was her maiden name? What was her last name before she married Walt? You have 30 seconds. Taco McTacoson. Ooh, deep cut guess here. A lot of you said Lambert. Some of you said Jones, Johnson, Scott, Bellwood. Who cares? We care. That's why we're asking. Meatloaf, McGillicuddy. That was Lucy's maiden name before she married Ricky Ricardo. Jackson Bennett. The correct answer was Lambert. Lambert. All right, 2 questions left. Question 29. You at least have a 1 in 4 shot if you know the 4 states at the 4 corners. When Skyler flips the quarter and we think she's going to leave, what state does it land in? When Skyler flips the quarter, 4 corners, what state does it land in? You have 30 seconds. All right, time is up. Let's see what we thought. Oh, yeah, a lot of you knew this. Somebody said a state of confusion. Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, Nebraska. The correct answer was Colorado, and 30 of you knew it. Good job. 30 of you. She didn't really go far. Colorado. All right, one final question. This is the final question of the trivia, and then we will do the final standings. But then, after that, we'll do the raffle for our Heisenberg pint glass. So don't go anywhere if you entered that. Don't go anywhere anyway. You still want to see who wins. Question 30. This is a number. This is a number. You can only enter numbers, including decimal points. Walter White made by far the purest meth of any cook on the show. Jesse was second best by the end with 96.2% purity. What purity was the blue sky that Walter cooked? They talk about it quite a bit. He was the only person to do it. What percent purity was the meth that Walter cooked? You can't enter a percentage sign. You just want to put in the numbers. You can do decimals, so you can take it out to a tenth, just like I did here in the question. Yeah, Taco, if you've been paying attention when we flip, he is slowly sinking further back into the blanket.
He's burrowed his face
He is
so
burrowing in.
He's almost gone.
All right, everybody's in. This one's easy to grade because you got it or you didn't, but I am going to mark one person just forgot a decimal point, so I'll give that to you. All right, here we go. Correct answer, 99.1%. Just leaps and bounds above everybody else. His apprentice, Jesse, would become second best. Todd was nowhere near. Gale did well, but nothing like Walter. So good job. Congratulations. We have reached the end of Breaking Bad trivia. We are going to look at the final standings. We'll see the top individuals again. First, second, third will stay on the screen. So please give them a big old high five, a big great job in the comments. And then you'll also see everyone else rotating through. Once that's gone through, once or twice, we'll do the raffle, so don't go anywhere. In first place, we have Missy D. In second, D&J Battaglia. Sorry if I'm saying the last name wrong. I apologize. Corey in third. Congratulations. Missy, huge shout out. What a retribution. Not a retribution, but you asked for this trivia night, and then you show us why you asked for it, because this is your show, apparently. And you can see, this is interesting. We don't see this a lot, but what's pretty cool, not for Desiree, is Missy actually answered one question less correctly than Desiree, but because the multiple choice rewards you for how quickly you answer, Missy earned more points by answering quickly, and that did make a difference to the tune of 99 points. Missy won by just 99 points out of 10,236. So in the long and short of it, it was a very close finish. So good job, Missy. We're very proud of you. Good job. But there's no prize for first place, a physical prize tonight. This physical prize, our Heisenberg glass, is going to one random individual just for signing up in the raffle. So Gina's going to pull up the list and tell me how many people were in, and then I will choose a number.
36.
36. Let's go with 5. For 5 seasons.
Sarah Gary.
Okay, if you're here and you hear your name, you have to shoot a message to the Baig of Tricks Entertainment Facebook page. Don't comment on YouTube. We may not see it. It blocks random stuff. Shoot a message to our Facebook page. Say, hey, I'm here. Sarah Gary?
Gary. G-A-R-Y.
Sarah Gary. Sarah Gary, if you're here, you have 30 seconds. Shoot us a message. Let us know that you heard this, and you will win this Heisenberg pint glass.
Once again, with the cadence.
You gotta switch it up. Ooh, Dead to Me season 2. Love some Linda.
I shared that link.
Thank you. All right, we got about 10 more seconds. Is my sound on? So I've done that before. I've announced stuff and it was muted. Oh, we're good. Sarah Gary, if you're still here.
Sarah Gary, message our Facebook page.
Message our Facebook. You haven't seen a comment either, right?
No.
22nd, McGoogle asks you, not bad for only watching a couple episodes and listening to my brother talk nonstop. Yeah, you pulled that in. Might be back for general knowledge. Please do, Ben. We love having you. Desiree, we fudged on a multiple choice. Took a while to answer one. Congrats, Missy. 13th place. Okay, we're going to draw another number. How many out of?
36.
I'm just going to go with 6 then.
David Lyon, Lyon.
Okay, if you're still here, David Lyon or Leon. David Leon or Lyon, Lyon. If you're here and you're hearing this, shoot a message to the Baig of Tricks Entertainment Facebook page, and you've won this Heisenberg glass. See? Oh, he's here. He messaged us. That's his.
Right.
I am so sorry, Sarah, if you watch this later. That's why we do this live, as a thank you for you guys who hung out all the way through this. That's it. That's it for Breaking Bad Trivia. David, Gina will be in touch with you. Guys, please give Gina a big thank you, a big shout out in the comments. She's the one on the chat box. I'm just here in front of the camera. I have the easy job. I get to drink and talk. So please tell her thank you for doing this. She's the reason that it happens. We will see most of you, I hope, in just 57 minutes for General Knowledge Trivia. $25 gift card to Elmhurst Brewing up for grabs, and a $50 Amazon gift card in our mini game, courtesy of the DuPage County Farm Bureau. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys here in just a little bit.